Welcome to our breakdown of the recent South Africa victory. We're analyzing the key difference between SA's brute force power hitting and India's timing-dependent failure. South Africa won the toss and made a tactical decision to bat first, aiming to set an imposing target, knowing the lack of dew would favor their bowlers later on. Despite their clear intent, South Africa's top order initially struggled to find their rhythm. De Kock and Markram struggled with timing, frequently playing across the line. Rickleton followed with a poor shot selection, leaving SA in trouble at 20 for 3. This is where South Africa completely took control of the game, shifting from timing-based hitting to sheer power. Miller, Brevis, and Stubbs entered the game not as timing-dependent batters, but as raw, brute force power hitters. Their strategy relied on muscling the ball over the boundary with immense strength and bat speed, turning even mishits into sixes against India's bowlers. Stubbs was particularly outstanding, finishing the innings with clinical brutality and ensuring South Africa posted a massive, defendable total. Now, let's look at India's chase and where everything began to fall apart for them. Ishan Kishan, a power hitter reliant on timing, never found his rhythm, played an irresponsible shot and walked back for a golden duck, setting a poor tone for the chase. Abhishek Sharma, another timing-based batter, struggled against South Africa's sharp field placement which blocked his primary hitting zones. He walked straight into the trap. Tilak Varma was meant to anchor the innings, but his early dismissal meant India's entire chase structure was completely disrupted before it could even settle. Surya Kumar Yadav's performance was the most damaging individual failure for the Indian side. Under mounting pressure, Sky went into a shell. He tried to carry the chase alone, but failed to attack or use his signature 360-degree range. Crawling to 18 off 22 balls, his strike rate of 82 was mathematically match-killing in a 188-run chase scenario. India's lower order also struggled, largely due to the immense scoreboard pressure they inherited. Washington Sundar was pushed to number 5 and forced to act as a power aggressor, a complete misuse of his natural role as a timing and placement batter. Hardik, Rinku, and Dubé came in when the required rate was already unsustainable, and they failed to consistently middle the ball under that relentless scoreboard pressure. Ultimately, South Africa's brute force power hitting proved superior to India's timing-dependent approach, leading to a decisive victory. This is arguably the most important point of today's loss, and it goes beyond just one match. India's entire batting lineup, Abhishek, Skywai, Hardik, Ishan, Tilak, are timing-based batters. They play best on Mumbai-style pitches with true bounce, pace, and carry. Those conditions reward their wristy, elegant stroke play and allow them to clear the boundary with controlled timing, rather than brute force. The Ahmedabad black soil pitch is slow, low, and takes pace off the ball. It completely neutralizes timing-based batters and actually rewards brute force hitters like Miller, Brevis, and Stubbs, who don't need the ball to come onto the bat. They hit through the ball regardless of pace. This is not the first time either. Last match at the same venue, the same pitch problem occurred. There seems to be a persistent failure to prepare pitches that suit India's specific batting profile. Abhishek's repeated struggles in Chennai and Hyderabad in the IPL on similar slow surfaces is a well-documented pattern, yet the team management keeps ignoring this data. A red soil pitch with true bounce and better pace would have completely changed today's match. India's batters would have found timing, the ball would have come onto the bat, and targets of 180 to 200 plus would have been very chaseable for this lineup. Instead, they were fighting the pitch just as much as the opposition. Hosting the biggest matches exclusively at Ahmedabad is a questionable decision when your best players, Hardik, Sky, Abhishek, are all Mumbai players who thrive on fast, bouncy tracks. Bowling. A structural weakness exposed. India's bowling balance was badly wrong today. Bumrah and Arshdeep are genuine world-class operators. Everyone else is optional or filling in. Chakravarthi, while talented, was completely ineffective against Miller and Brevis, who just muscled him over the leg side without any real footwork. Hardik Pandya, as a bowling option, conceded 45 in 4 overs. He is at best a third or fourth seam option, not someone you rely on for breakthroughs. Shivam Dubé, bowling at the death at economy 16, is indefensible. He is a batting all-rounder, selected primarily to hit sixes, not to bowl in the 17th, 19th overs of a World Cup match. That is a strategic error. Siraj should have played. With a pace-heavy attack on a slow Ahmedabad track, Siraj's ability to extract movement and bowl full at the stumps would have troubled the SA top order more than spin. Axar Patel, who is consistently underused, also deserved a place ahead of some of the optional bowling options available today. Light bulb, the silver lining. Losing this game before the semifinals is not necessarily catastrophic. India now know exactly what their weaknesses are: pitch dependency, top-order fragility against disciplined pace in the power play, and the lack of a reliable fifth bowling option. There is still time to fix the combination, prepare the right pitches for knockout games, and back the genuine match winners to step up when it matters most. The blueprint is clear. The execution needs to be ruthless from here.